how's it going, everybody? This is Dave here. So I would like to preface this video by apologizing to the people from my community that turned me onto this method of making money, because I'm about to make it public. This is something I never really thought of doing, but apparently early wipe is incredibly efficient. So we're on Night Factory. You can choose to bring a cheap set of NVGs with you if you want. You can get them pretty early from Skier, and you can buy the mount from Peacekeeper level 2, and then you can just slap them straight onto a 6B. So you got yourself some cheap night visions. So if you don't want to do that, you can simply just grab the gun of your choosing and stick a flashlight on it. So you may be asking, why Night Factory? So Nighttime Factory is more or less full of hatchlings. Nobody really plays it, super early wipe. It's usually, you're pretty much left alone and you can kind of do what you want. So as you can imagine, the only people that are going to be contesting you're going to be hatchlings, all you have to do is run to this room first, check the safe, grab whatever valuables are there, check the 2 jackets, check the filing cabinets and grab whatever you can out of those. And then, kill the couple of hatchlings that show up. Also, always check this shelf. You can find Vals, you can find SV98s, M4s, you can find lion statues, you can find all kinds of crap on this shelf right here. This shelf is like the, it's kind of like that spawn in old gas station on customs, where it can spawn basically anything. So what I was saying, once, all the hatchlings are dead and it's just you left here, player scavs never come into nighttime raids. They never usually bother. You're basically free to farm this map for scavs as much as you want and more or less be left alone. There are also a couple of things that you can loot here. So you can loot these 2 jackets here. You can find keys. You can find other valuables inside the jackets. You can find bitcoins and all that other kind of good stuff. There is also a fairly well-known weapon case right there. You can also come back through this way. In fact, I'm just going to put the NVGs on. You guys get the point with the Glock with the light on it. So I'm going to jump over here. You got a weapons box right here that you can loot too. We're also going to go down here, hang an immediate left. And just behind this big pile of rubble over here, we've got a weapons box right here next to these barrels. Also, if we run back to where we started, we have another weapons box right here. So you can find some pretty nice stuff in all those weapons boxes. The people who tell me they farm this all the time have found silencers, Reaper scopes, other kind of high-powered scopes, all that other kind of good jazz in those. From checking those boxes, we want to come in here. You can also find the 1 quest key you need here, which opens the door to the pump house station, which is like over that direction. So that spawns around here. Over here then, this locker right here spawns Salawas pretty commonly. So you can grab Salawas here for early game, for your task. And also in this locker right here is a quest key for Shoreline, which has a pretty high value to it. Also right here where that bandage is and where the M-tape is, I have found Zish helmets. I found other varying different types of armor and stuff. I don't know what this spawn is. I don't know. It's rare, but you can find like really nice stuff here in this locker if you're lucky sometimes. So always make sure you check that even if you're passing through. So, and then of course, if you do have yourself a factory key, you can open this door right here. It's the factory key door, obviously. You can find M4s on this shelf here. There's also a jacket right there. And then on this little stool here, you can find like car batteries, you can find spark plugs, you can find all that other kind of good stuff. Unfortunately, these 2 filing cabinets are not lootable. So when you're farming Night Factory, I'm just going to show you guys super quickly one of the spots that's kind of nice to sit in. So sitting up here, you often get scavs funneling up out of the tunnel from below there. You'll see scavs down there. Usually if you make some noise, they'll make their way into this room. You can just tap them off as you're going. Obviously, like bring armor and stuff. Don't come in naked. I'm just in an offline raids mode, or I'm just in an offline mode raid, so it's fine. Also up here is a nice spot for taking out scavs that can be spawned all the way up along there. Sitting up here is good, gives you a vantage point to over there. You come over to this side. It also gives you a vantage point to down here. They like to sit by that forklift. They also like to sit right there by the stairs. They also like to sit over there by that forklift. They can also be down there. They can even make their way up there to 1986. It's pretty good. It's a really, really good way early game to farm armor, especially 3Ms for the skier task. It's also a good way to farm MFUN armor. It's a good way to farm AKs. Because, like, you can stay in here for as long as you want and just hope that scavs will eventually start spawning in with, you know, stuff like AK-105s, AK-74Ms, all that other kind of good stuff. So it's a good way to get some early equipment and basically be left alone while you're doing it. So if it's late some night, you don't really want to do anything too intense that you don't really want to super concentrate on, you can just run nighttime factory raids late at night. You will definitely not run into anybody. During peak hours during the day, you may run into some sweat lords that are running, you know, Fort Fast MTs with NVGs and stuff. Like, you might, it's going to be pretty rare. Even at this point in the patch, we're not really going to see a lot of people running that kind of gear this early in factory just yet. So you should be able to just, you know, chill, farm away, do your thing, make your money, kill as many scavs as you want, grab whatever gear you want, search their pockets, search their bags for keys, you know, search their rigs, take their mags, take their ammo, whatever you need to stock up on if you're looking for early loot. It's also really good for anybody out there who's playing on a hardcore account. So if you're just looking for a chill way to farm some stuff, Nighttime Factory is your bet. So yeah, I know this video is kind of short, but I feel like it's definitely a valid method. Also, obviously, for any tasks that you have to do on Factory that doesn't involve PvP, if you do it on a nighttime raid, it counts as well. So going to grab the chemical from the room in there you have to boot in, planting your thing there for deliveries from the past. Is that what it's called, I think? And then obviously for checking this room here for therapist. I think that's therapist task, is checking in that room. Obviously then checking the extractions for mechanic, checking the circuit boards and fixing them with the toolkits. You'll likely just be left alone while you're doing it. So yeah, Nighttime Factory, definitely. There's a lot of tasks. There's a lot more tasks on this map than people think there are. And doing it at nighttime is not only a good way to make money, but it's also a good way to ensure that you are just left alone while you're doing your thing. 9 times out of 10, you'll probably be in here alone. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. This video was definitely aimed at more new players that may be struggling, you know, with doing certain tasks on Factory. Factory is a very difficult, very difficult map, especially for new players, because all of the seasoned players, all the people who've been playing for like a year plus, 2 years, they know how to peek on Factory. They know where to sit on Factory. They know all the spots they need to look for other players' spawns on Factory. For new players coming into this game fresh that have never played this map before, it can be very daunting, and it can be very difficult for them to even do the most menial of things on this map without just being mowed down by a sweat lord chilling in a corner with, you know, a Hunter Vepper and M4, and, you know, everybody getting in prone in glass corridor and having fights down to the back of forklifts, or, you know, the tunnels under forklift there, fighting up and down those hallways, and, you know, people jiggle peeking the filing cabinets there in the office hallway and stuff. So hopefully some of you guys that may be struggling with some of your factory tasks might give this a go, and you guys might see some success and make some money while you're doing it too. Also a very good map for farming your sniper skill. If you come in here with a Mosin, you can just, you know, plink off scavs with your Mosin and you should pretty much be completely left alone while you're doing it. And on the upside, if you die to a scav, you're pretty much guaranteed to get your gear back. So yeah, there's really no downside to playing Nighttime Factory. As I said earlier, you can do it cheap with just a flashlight on your gun, or you can spend a little bit of extra money and get a set of cheap NVGs and a 6B helmet, and you're away to the races. You're absolutely Gucci to go. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you guys have any suggestions or any other videos that you guys would like to see me make sure to leave a comment. And if you guys want to come by and follow my stream where we do all this kind of stuff live, it's twitch.tv/TweaK. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will see you on the next one. Peace.